Hello viewers, welcome once again to your channel Extraordinary Africa. In this video we have a recap of some of our last week's popular confessions. We contacted some of the people who confessed to check if their problems were solved. If not, then what's going on? What's our advice to them? We will be also giving you a new confession at the end of this video, so make sure you watch it to the end. Hello uncle and family, can you please keep me anonymous? I am a lady from Port Elizabeth. I grew with a stepmother. Life was okay when my father was still alive. In 2008, my father passed on. That's when my life became very hard. The stepmother could chase me away from home. I go to school without everything required, but her kids will be with everything at school. Even her kids from other men, not my father. She treated me like someone not part of the family. Most people in the neighborhood thought I was a servant. In 2011, she said she could not afford to pay my fees anymore. It was hurting because I knew she was still receiving money from my father's former employers. Her kids proceeded with education. At the end of that year, she sold me to a local man. They have agreed that he will be my husband. I pretended as if I have accepted the man and the move. Upon arriving at the old man's place, I escaped, started staying in the streets until a Roman father took me to a children's home. At the children's home, I proceeded with my education. After finishing high school, I decided to do nurse aid. I started the course and went to work-related learning on the following year. From what my stepmother did to me, I developed a hatred towards old women. One day, at my workplace, an ambulance came with a lady who was not feeling well. She was involved in a fatal accident. Her leg was in pain. Because of my hatred towards old women, I did not manage to attend here very well. I attended here, but I gave her wrong medicine. I did not discover it that time, only to know it after 7 years. I left the clinic after finishing attachment, went back to school, failed to pass and dropped out of school. I moved to Pretoria to stay with my uncle. One day, after 6 years from the lady's incident, I met a guy in town. He approached for love. We became friends and later fell in love. That man is a very caring, loving, a very good man, a man I've laid admired. We dated for about a year. I go and introduced him to my family. We went to his family. His father passed away. When left with his mom, who is experiencing side problems, we got married the following year. His mother is a very good person, very loving and caring. She treats me like a biological daughter. My problem started when I knew that she is the lady who came to my former workplace 7 years ago, only that she can't recall me. She always complains about the incident, mostly being given a wrong treatment which has resulted in her having side problems. She don't know I was the one in charge. I'm afraid that she will know it on her own, but I'm afraid to apologize. I love my mother-in-law so much. I love your son. What should I do? I'm afraid to lose my marriage. My husband loves your mother unlike anyone else in the world. Can you please help me? Comment section. Hello uncle and followers of this channel. My name is Sandra Mwinde. I am a mother of 2 based in Namibia. Me and my husband go to work. We are both doctors. Our firstborn is at boarding school. The problem started when I gave birth to this second child. We needed someone to take care of the baby whilst we are at work. Went to a rural area to look for a maid, returned with Samantha. She was hardworking, obedient and caring. We stayed together for 2 months. He quitted the job claiming that my husband was approaching for love. I didn't believe her. I took it as an excuse from her. I thought maybe she had found somewhere better to work. I trusted my husband so much. Employed another girl from Windhoek. I did not trust that one at first. The way she dressed, the way she talked did not satisfy me. It was irreversible. We have already signed all agreements with the agent. For less than 2 months,
I was already receiving reports from our neighbors. They said she was dating my husband. I asked him, but he rejected. As someone I know very well, I could see on his face that he was lying. The following week, the maid was off, went to her home. Before fight that he was going to watch a soccer match at the stadium, I had a text to check him. To my shockwave, he picked the maid. I was heartbroken, returned home, took all my belongings and went to my parents' home. I spent 5 months there till he came begging for me to return. My relatives convinced me. I agreed to return to my husband, but on one condition: they should give me my sister to be caring for the baby. I no longer trusted maids. By then, they agreed, returned home in the company of my sister. One day, I returned home very early, and like I used to do, I saw her wearing a very short skirt. Fellows, I don't know what to do. I am starting to lose trust even in my sister.
Hi uncle, can you please hide my ID? I am a man from Port Elizabeth. I grew up staying with my mom's family. Mom told me that she don't know who was my father. I accepted it as it is. Her brothers went to town, having good lives with their families. After mom passed away, I was left at home staying with my grandparents. Grew up and started doing part-time jobs on local farms. I didn't went to school. They couldn't afford money for school fees. One day I went to see one of her friends who was very sick. She told me that mom always told her that some years back, mom's family used to perform rituals and she could sleep with all her brothers. And one of her brothers was my father. This touched me to an extent that I even tried to commit suicide. I was seen by locals whilst trying to hang myself. When asked what was wrong, that's when I told them my story. DNA tests were done. My mom's elder brother was confirmed to be my father. Whenever I think of my story, I always end up in tears. Thank you so much, my brother, for sharing your touching story. I just wish you the best in life. God bless you. Hello, Solution Uncle. Can you please hide my ID? I said my story to other platforms, but nothing changed. I am a man aged 54 from Johannesburg. Grew up living with my mom and a stepfather. What set me is that they did not tell me that dad was not my biological father. He met my mother when she was pregnant. My father left here after impregnating her. My stepdaddy's family took her. She got married to their son, that is my stepfather. When I was growing up, they never bothered to tell me, but sometimes I could feel it. The way he treated me and the way he treated my other siblings was very different. They went to better schools than me. I finished school and started staying on my own, living a very hard life of my own. Things became worse after my mom passed away. That is when stepdad told me that I was not his biological child. I accepted it as it is, but my worry is that I'm always having misfortunes in life, fired from jobs for silly reasons. I once worked at Danville Hotel. After working for 2 weeks, I got sacked from the job. Just imagine, bosses said they fired me because I'm ugly. I am not suitable to work in a hotel. I married 3 times, broke up with wives after catching them cheating on me. No one liked me. I don't have a child. It seems as if my siblings don't even care. Sometime last year, I started dreaming weird dreams. I could dream whilst at parties. The most weird part of it is that at those parties we could eating human flesh. At first I thought they were just dreams, but at last I could wake up sensing the smell of blood. As time moves on, I could wake up seeing drops of blood on my blankets. The amount of blood I woke up to see increased as time moved on. Now I'm vomiting more than 50 liters of blood every night. I never joined Satanism or used black magic. I didn't kill anyone. Went to hospitals. They are saying I'm okay. I went to traditional healers and prophets seeking for help. Most of them said my biological father used black magic to get promoted at work. They said they can fix my problem, but only if I find my family. Uncle, I don't even know my surname, where they stay. Mom was the only person who knew my father, but she died without telling anyone. Now I'm homeless, no one like me to rent in their house. Most people think I am in Satanism. Please help me. Thank you, my brother, for sharing your story. I just hope God will bless you. I'll give your story to comment section, but for now, I urge you to pray. You need to pray and fast, my brother. God will save you. Viewers, let's move on to our second question for today. Hello, fellows. I need your help here. I might be long. Be patient, okay? I'm a mother of one. I stay with the father of my child. From my family, I have no one except my brother, so I stayed with the father of my child since I was pregnant until I gave birth. He was the one helping financially, but physically 90% of his time is more at work. So his family, mother, little sister, and brother were coming to see the baby at our room empty-handed also. So I didn't have a problem, but mostly they were coming when they need something, not because they came to see the baby. 3 months down the line, it was my birthday. They did not bother to wish me happy birthday. The little sister came with empty hands. My partner brought me a cake and drinks, so we have less plates and glasses for visitors as we started staying together in 2001. So now our baby will be 1 year soon. I and my partner have been planning about this special coming day. I suggested that if you will be off, we'll take the baby out for lunch and buy a small cake and snack. And if you will be at work, we'll celebrate in at our room. My problem is that my partner wants to invite his family. When we take the baby out, he wants them to come with us, then you pay. To be honest, we struggle most of the time with budget of the month, like we'll short of food or baby needs. Sometimes I get 350 and we cover up with it. So him inviting those people, mother, brother, little sister, will be a problem because we will struggle. We'll be failing to cover up for the month. And again, it's not necessary for them to be there because just a baby's birthday, not an old person's birthday. I want you guys to help me with a polite way to announce this issue. I don't like yes people. Please help me. Thank you so much for your confession, my sister. I think once you got engaged, you are now one person. You must love your husband's relatives the way you love your relatives, so that you can do that to your relatives again. I think I'll give your story to comment section so they can help us. Viewers, thank you so much for tuning into our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you so much for always being supporting us. Yours host, Solution Uncle.